Hello everyone, my name is Brian Rotunno and I'm the principal of Suzhou EtonHouse. This video series will focus specifically on IB. In particularly, I'll be looking at PYP, MYP, and DP and the different programs that exist there. First, I'd like to take a few minutes and give an overview about some similarities that exist between the three programs. As I mentioned in my previous video series, each program has a focus on language acquisition, and so students are expected to learn a second language while they are studying. Additionally, each program or each component also has a focus on conceptual understandings. So students are learning more than just the information that's been given them, but instead they are learning to link it together through these conceptual understandings. It's more than just knowledge. Thirdly, a key component are the ATL, or approaches to learning skills. These are soft skills that students are able to learn because they are purposefully taught by teachers. They are purposefully assessed by teachers so that students are able to, again, not just have knowledge, but also have critical understanding. Another key component in each program is the idea of inquiry. Inquiry means being able to ask questions. We encourage students not to just take in information, but also to ask questions on their own. We want students to be critical thinkers. We want them to be able to think for themselves. We want them to be able to not just know the information, but find out new information. And we believe that by using inquiry, that students are able to do that in a way that prepares them not just for their next steps in K through 12 or school, university, but also for the real world when they would always have to be able to think for themselves. With PYP, you generally have a transdisciplinary theme, and this idea is taught by not just the homeroom teacher, but as much as possible the other subject teachers as well. The homeroom teacher is responsible in most cases for teaching English, including reading and writing, math, science, and social studies, history, geography, etc., etc. A lot of times that combines together into a unit of inquiry where the students are studying a conceptual idea or a theme through the lens of these different subjects. So they're all interconnected. In MYP, the students take 8 different subject choices. So they would have a language and literature class. In most times for our school, that's English. A language acquisition class, which is a second language. A science class, a math class, a fine arts class. And there's a requirement with IB that it be both a visual art as well as a performing art. A PE and health class, a design class where the students are asked to create something or make something or be able to use some sort of technology as they are creating the work as well. MYP also offers an Individuals and Societies class, or INS class, which is another way of looking at the social studies class, history, geography, psychology, etc. These 8 classes work together in order to fill up the student's schedule, and students are required to have at least 50 hours in each of these classes. The key components of IB also fit into all of these courses. So for example, students still need to use inquiry. They still need to use the ATL skills. They still need to have conceptual understanding. All key components that are a part of the IB philosophy. IBDP asks students to take a number of different classes. Similar to MYP, they take these courses over 2 years, and they take exams at the end of the second year. They also receive predicted scores along the way to know how they are doing. In some cases, these predicted scores are turned into colleges and universities, and acceptances are based upon these predicted scores. Students are able to not only be accepted to schools based upon their diploma results, but they could potentially earn college credit or scholarships, depending upon how well that they do. This is in particular for U.S. or North American schools. As a school, one of the best compliments that we receive from students is when they return to us after their first year of college and they say college was easy, that they feel well prepared for college based upon the parts of IBTP.